As we've been exploring in this series of videos, our brain comes equipped with many powerful survival mechanisms. We're going to dig into something called defensive rage. Have you ever felt so out of control in your anger that it felt as though the world was literally burning red? Your vision became tunnel vision. Or perhaps you were so enraged that you even forgot and don't even know what happened in that moment. Defensive rage is an extreme form of survival, and our little friend Amy the amygdala even has a specific nuclei dedicated to the experience of defensive rage. Our organism is designed to have the survival mechanism in order to fight for our lives. It's what our system goes into when we perceive that we cannot escape. We cannot fight regularly. There is no likelihood of survival at all. And therefore our system is crashed with norepinephrine and we turn into defensive rage. We are going for it. Fight to the death. This is another version of dissociation in some respects. In dissociation, our system cuts out and we disconnect, anticipating the death blow. Here we're fighting until that death blow comes. This is also the neurobiological reason why we will see mothers being able to lift cars off their children in a moment of desperation. People running into burning buildings if their loved ones are in there, fighting through the flames, seemingly oblivious to the pain. We see this with our soldiers as well if their comrades are in danger. Our system is hardwired to keep our people alive, and the specific nucleus says, hey, I will fight to the death for myself and for the people who matter to me. And when we frame it that way, it's kind of cool, isn't it? But just like with all of these other experiences we've been discussing, if we've had this experience, it becomes more of a go-to than our normal daily threat response systems. And especially for children who have learned that they are unsafe in their mind and body, who they are under constant threat, who start experiencing high levels of emotional dysregulation or even blackout rages, this is why their organism feels like they have to fight to the death to survive every single day. Please keep that in mind if you have a child or if you were a child who experienced this phenomena. It's deeply, deeply painful, and it's also highly taxing on the nervous system to experience that level of crushing stress chemical experience. Deeply, deeply taxing on the system. And just as we always talk about, the opportunities for healing are profound, and they start with self-compassion. Frequently after a defensive rage episode, we are met with shame and judgment, an ongoing reflective process of, I knew better, why did I do that? And please know that with all of these systems, when our little friend Amy the amygdala is running the show, remember our thinking brain goes offline. A little more information is available in our How the Amygdala Runs the Show video, as well as the information processing of trauma videos linked below, so check those out. And we can change the narrative in our mind-body system through using that CPR for the amygdala just after we come to from a moment of defensive rage. Our brain is still activated, still engaged, and so as soon as we're like, oh, crud, this is what's happening, we can start the healing process. Or if we notice that we're teetering towards that, even better, start doing that CPR for the amygdala exercise. Not only are you going to stop the neurobiological motion towards moving into that behavioral response, you're actually proactively healing the amygdala and the rest of the mind-body system, so you're less likely to have that behavioral response in the future. That's pretty cool. We hold the power for healing in our hands, and of course we have a playlist here on our channel that is all about CPR for the amygdala, so that you can proactively heal your amygdala, heal your brain, heal your body, and create personal empowerment.